Welcome back to Celebrity Page TV. The new dramedy Lost and Found is inspired by real-life true stories and follows 7 lives, all interconnected by something lost or found at an Irish train station. Well, joining me for more on this inspiring film is director, writer, and star Liam O'Macan.
Someone left this on the Dublin to Galway train.
Well, they won't be hard to spot.
Yeah, it's amazing what people leave behind.
What led you to create an anthology?
I love anthology movies. I love movies like Shortcuts and Parish at Thames and New York, I Love You and all of those kind of movies. I'd also made loads of short movies myself before this, and I like the idea of, putting them together and trying to get a narrative, a consistent narrative for the whole lot together. And I love trains. I've loved trains since I was 8 years old when I went on a train first, and I've loved them ever since. So I wanted to put the two together.
This was left on the train.
There's a baby in there?
Yes.
You can't leave it here.
A lot of these stories are they're inspired by real events. Did someone actually drop a baby off at a Lost and Found?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Somebody was meant to pick up a baby at a kindergarten, and they dropped them off. Well, actually, they dropped them off at a homeless shelter, not an actual Lost and Found. And I thought, well, what would be unusual to do it? What's the most unusual thing to have in a Lost and Found office? And I thought, well, a baby. So, but all of them, some of the stories happened to me, and some happened to other people.
We're going to propose while we're up in the air.
Oh, show me the ring! Oh!
The proposal at the airport was a Canadian couple in Heathrow, and I just changed it to make it suit the story that I had,
It's crazy to think that a lot of them are true because they're really unusual situations. We see so many characters coming in and out of the scenes. Did that make the casting and the shooting of this film even more intricate?
It did, and it made it kind of tricky to make sure that that you got on with everybody, so they'd come back the next year. Because like if somebody decided, well, I don't like the next script, you're kind of going, oh my God, what am I going to do? So yeah, so the crew came back every year. We shot for 3-4 days every year for 5 years, and then a lot of the cast came back. But some of the segments we shot together. If somebody was a lead in one and a main support in the other, we did those two together. I wanted to make sure that just in case somebody decided they weren't coming back, I had them,
I have to ask, if you actually worked at a Lost and Found office and something valuable came in, do you think you'd be as honest as your character?
Of course I would, yeah, absolutely. yeah. Even if there wasn't CCTV cameras, which there probably was, but yeah.
You've created 3 feature films. Do you already have your sights set on your next project?
I do. I've written a film I love the movie Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, the Michael Caine, Steve Martin one, not necessarily the David Niven, Marlon Brando one from the 60s, the one from the late 80s, and I just love that. So I've written one that's set in the west of Ireland, 2 guys and a girl. So slightly, inspired by watching that movie.
Well, we'll have to look out for that one. Thanks so much for being here, Liam. We appreciate it. In the meantime, be sure to catch Lost and Found in New York theaters now and LA theaters on April 19th, and also video on demand April 30th.